Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ESPN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets tonight. Now, guys, before I get into the Lakers' embarrassing performance against the Denver Nuggets tonight, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. And, of course, like always, please make sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ZSPN. I really do appreciate the love and support you guys give me all across social media and, of course, on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. Much appreciated. So, guys, yeah, once again, the Los Angeles Lakers couldn't capitalize against the Denver Nuggets tonight. And when it comes down to it, it was a embarrassing turn of events when it comes to the Lakers in this matchup against the Nuggets tonight. And lots of questions and lots of concerns when it comes to the Lakers moving forward. And, you know, this was one of those type of opportunities where the Lakers, they could have had a fighting chance. They could have competed against the Denver Nuggets, showed some effort. But unfortunately, we didn't see that across the board whatsoever. And you know, I don't want to say that, you know, because of Anthony Davis or Carmelo Anthony not being on the team, you know, due to, you know, them dealing with injuries and, you know, just some players not stepping up to the plate. I mean, I honestly have to say, guys, the problem with this team when it comes down to it is the effort. The effort out there was a no-show, and it hasn't been that way for almost since the beginning of the regular season. And you know, when it comes down to it, I am just very disappointed of this Lakers team when it comes all said and done. And you know, Rob Pelinka, you know, we have to say this, guys, something needs to change. Some people need to get traded. You know, the Lakers, as it stands now, championship is out the door. I don't see it happening whatsoever. And when it comes to playoff, it's a long shot. It really is, if the Lakers are not winning against certain teams like the Denver Nuggets. And I know that maybe the Denver Nuggets are like the top tier teams, close to like the Phoenix Suns type of scenario. But, you know, when it comes down to it, the Lakers have a problem of capitalizing and trying and, you know, just find any sort of way to win games. And there's just some sort of issue with this Lakers team when it comes all said and done. And Rob Pelinka needs to fix it, needs to find some sort of way to, you know, fix the team. I mean, you know, trade Russell Westbrook or do something to, you know, change this team around. But maybe it's a coaching. You never know. I mean, maybe, you know, Frank Vogel is not doing his job, you know, when it comes to coaching this team. And maybe that's why they're not showing a lot of effort out there when it comes to, you know, winning certain or trying to win certain games and showing efforts out there. So it was just very bad out there tonight, guys. I mean, you know, when you look at the stat line, it was just obviously when you look at you know, LeBron James, he had 25 points and, you know, held his own out there tonight. But, you know, he did go 2 of 8 from the three. So the shooting efforts out there from the Lakers was also a no-show. And other than maybe Trevor Ariza, who went 3 of 5 from the three, but you know, I think the bench did not really step up out there tonight, other than maybe Trevor Ariza, who had 9 points, but you know, it never really wavered after that. And then when, you know, we look at the starting lineup, you know, other than LeBron putting up 25 points, Russell Westbrook had a solid night. I have to say, he had a solid night. Had 19 points out there tonight, and I think he had 0 turnovers. So he was still managing to control his turnover, you know, numbers out there tonight. So he had a solid night. But you know, when you look at the rest of the starters out there, none of them were a no-show. And I was just very disappointed. Or, you know what? Let me rephrase that. Dwight Howard. He showed a lot of effort out there tonight. And I was very impressed by Rob Pelinka when it comes to putting Dwight Howard finally in the starting lineup to give some sort of leeway for LeBron to just, not be being posted up on the rim and just, taking bumps here and there from certain centers, for these past couple of games. But, I'm glad he went in a different direction and had Dwight Howard be inserted. But, with him out there, it just wasn't enough. Wasn't enough for the Lakers to really step up out there, and it was just embarrassing across the board from the second quarter going to the third, and actually the worst from the third, and then just continued on since. So, it was just very disappointing of how the Lakers performed out there, and Dwight Howard, he tried, he put up 13 points out there, but it's just wasn't enough out there tonight. But you look at the rest. Malik Monk for these past two games, guys, he isn't himself. To be honest with you, he has not been stepping up for the Lakers as of late. I'm not sure what's going on with the guy, but hopefully we can see some change out of him, possibly moving forward. Because the Lakers, they are going. I believe they have like 6-game road trip. Going moving forward after this loss against the Denver Nuggets. So the Lakers, they're going to be facing also some top teams. So it's not going to look easy for the Lakers, going in this road trip. So hopefully the Lakers can get a win here and there. But, at the state of the Lakers as of late, I'm not going to bet on it. I'm not going to cross my fingers and be all confident that the Lakers will win every single game or win some games here and there, but it's sort of a question mark moving forward. And I hate to talk this way. I really hate it because the Lakers have the talent in the world to really go out there and win some easy, winnable games. There's been times, and I think I spoke this ad nauseum, when it comes to the Lakers facing easy, winnable games. Like OKC, you also had the matchup of where, the Kings, when the Lakers went to triple overtime. Those certain matchups, the Lakers have the capability of winning them. But for some reason, I'm not sure what's going on. I think it's because of certain egos on the team, and from Russell Westbrook, from LeBron, and I'm not sure, maybe just there's some other players that are not stepping up to the plate. We could have seen more effort from maybe early on from Malik Monk, or maybe possibly THT, who he has been a disappointment for the Lakers since his return from injury. Those two games that we saw from him when he was averaging 20 points a game, it was just an enigma, if you really think about it. It was just something that we just saw a glimpse of, and it's just never seen ever since. And then, just as I said, guys, from the beginning, the Lakers need to change something when it comes to this team because it's not working out. And the Lakers, their only chance of competing is having a playoff chance, and it's mainly in the play-in tournament. So, you never know. Who will they face in the play-in tournament that, maybe the Lakers will get into a playoffs, but it sort of depends on the certain matchups because, the expectations that we always thought from the Lakers from the beginning was just so fabricated to the point that, the Lakers, their expectations now that what we're seeing in our eyes is far-fetched, to be honest with you. And guys, we just have to just wait and see how the Lakers will be, moving forward, because we still have to wait until Anthony Davis once he returns from injury. And then, Carmelo Anthony, we're not sure about his back issue. So we need to wait for him. And then Kendrick Nunn, he hasn't played for the Lakers since, the preseason. So obviously we just have to wait and see if once all of our players come back from injuries. But, since then, the Lakers haven't been really stepping up out there or showing their A game when it comes to as of late. And, guys, I'm just rambling at the moment. And I think I said the gist of it in this video. And it's just disappointing. And, the only thing that we as Laker fans should only say is the Lakers will bounce back. And guys, we just have to show support for our Lakers because, we've been in difficult situations before when it comes to, the Lakers back in 2013-14 season when the Lakers were ranked as one of the worst teams at that time, where the Lakers were losing games and we had players like Jordan Hill and, just a lot of, lower players when it comes down to it. So hopefully the Lakers will, but guys, we been through worst, and obviously this time around, I mean, the Lakers are not looking good at the moment, but I have full confidence, once maybe the Lakers will turn things around. But it's starting to really be frustrating to watch this team as of late, and with the talent in the world that they have, I mean, the Lakers are just one of those type of teams where it's just hard to watch, very hard to watch. But I'm confident the Lakers will possibly turn this around, and I really want to know, guys, your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and please give me your thoughts about the Lakers' embarrassing matchup against the Denver Nuggets tonight. What do you think went wrong? Do you think it was the lack of defense, was the lack of shooting, or maybe it was just a lack of effort all around from the Los Angeles Lakers? Because the only players that showed something out there was LeBron, a bit from Russell Westbrook, and maybe Dwight Howard. And, I guess the sleeper was Trevor Ariza. But other than that, the Lakers together as a whole tonight was embarrassing to watch, and we just have to hope and wait. Maybe the Lakers will turn things around moving forward, but we keep saying this, we keep saying it, but that's the only thing we really have to say, because the Lakers can't make trades yet until maybe until February, and we're not even sure if there's other teams that want what we are giving away, from THT, or maybe possibly, from, putting a package together to get somebody from a trade. But, it's just still remains to be seen. And, hopefully the Lakers will, turn things around moving forward. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.